This guy rocks? Yeah, bro, he's John Wick. He's Johnny Silverhand. Oh, you were... I was gonna say you're talking about the character, but maybe you're talking about me. I don't know. Take Phantom the second you see it. Me if I was stealing from a Rolls-Royce dealership. Phantom, they said. Phantom. Balls deal damage. The damage decreases every time they bounce. This is bad, right? Because you... Can I open my encyclopedia? Characters? 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 Any characters? Always take balls first. You said it, brother. I guess, do we want to just go horizontal? Oh, no, because we want them to go to the back and then fly all the way to the front. I get it. I get it now. Beam fusion. Give me a turret. I can live with a turret for now. After you take the balls, you gotta get the briefs. I mean, it's just a... I don't know what to tell you, man. I was a briefs guy until I was like 13 or something like that. I feel like maybe it's a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage to graduate from briefs to boxer briefs. It's also funny. I don't know, man. Like, boxers had aura in, like, the 8th grade. If you could see that, like, your friend was wearing Joe boxers, I'll be honest with you, I might even be a little mad at him if he was wearing Joe boxers. I'd be like, damn, this guy's got funny underwear on? How am I supposed to compete with that in the 8th grade? I'm just out here wearing, like, Jordache briefs or something like that. But as an adult, I don't like wearing boxers. I'm with you, Prezzo. You feel it move around too much. I don't know if it's a cut-uncut difference, but as a cut Tylenol enjoyer, I don't like the sensation of the silk boxers rubbing against the unprotected head of my penis all day. Like, it's just... You would think, agnostically, it would be like a positive sensation, but when you're not in the moment, it's not... It's not something you want for the most part, I think. Silk is crazy. I'll be honest, they might not be silk. I don't know fabrics. I don't know textiles, but it's just they don't feel right. Thanks for telling us about your cock and balls. No problem, you know, everybody's got one or whatever. Yeah, reroll here. No, you're not Phantom. Is this what you meant when you said Phantom? Balls go through enemies and deal extra damage until they hit the back of the field. The Phantom tax? Whatever, I'm taking it. I don't shy away from talking about this stuff because this stuff is not gross. Why is it that people can be like, oh, I bumped my elbow and it really hurts, but if someone says like, I bumped the head of my penis, I slammed the head of my penis in my car door, everyone all of a sudden goes, ew. Like, it's made of the same shit. I think you should just relax, man. Excellent gambit, sir. Thank you. Pool house. You have to do that on purpose? I was wearing a kilt, and you know when you get into a Tesla Model 3 Uber, and you're always like, how do these doors work? And then the Uber driver is trying to yell at you to tell you how the doors work, but the windows are all up, so you're like pushing on the handle, and then like when you push on it, a piece of metal shoots out the other side, and he's going, you have to push it in and then grab the metal shard and pull on the metal shard. That plus a kilt. Youch! We already have our balls passed through enemies. Say you want an evolution. No, I don't want this evolution. I want to fish it. Why are you in a kilt? I was going to PAX, bro. I was wearing my Utila kilt. Oh, you've never been to PAX? Evolution 3 available is the greatest day of my life. I forgot about those. Honestly, I was a big, I was a Utila Kilt hater. Because I do think they're a little silly. And I associate them with nerddom, which I think is fair. But I have to say that, I mean, I went to PAX, I guess like 2012 to 2019 or something like that. And I started to miss them when I didn't see them anymore. As PAX got more and more taken over by fake nerds like myself, I kind of grew to miss the real nerds with the ponytails and the kilts, and they would, you know, buy cool dice and stuff like that. I didn't realize until they hit a wall. I didn't realize what we had till it was gone, man. Shout out to my cool dice buyers. He's not trolling about the kilt? There used to be a lot of... I mean, I would say 1 in 50 guys was wearing a kilt at PAX. It wasn't like it was 50%, but like you'd see a lot of them. Ecosystem of the old nerds is dead. It's sad to say, but I think it's some of the realest shit you've ever said, man. Let's mix them. And you know, like nerds who are real nerds, don't take offense to this, okay? There are some elements of like nerd culture, like the old nerddom, that was kind of annoying. I like this idea here. Always be trying to like make a joke related to Star Trek or something like that, or talk over you, or hit you with like hyper correct you on one very like specific thing. But they were real nerds, man. They were passionate about, you know, decreasing the number of clock cycles it took for a website to return, or an API to return a result to you and stuff like that. We could use some more of that these days, man. We could use some people out there who are passionate about open source software. And not selling a subscription to something. Said as a guy who's selling subscriptions to things. We want this over still. Linux users stand up. Anybody out here ever program their own operating system? I don't know where I'm going with this. Any Vim users? Anybody watching Twitch on Vim right now? I don't know if I got the damage to take you out, bro. Oh, never mind. It was actually easy. Give me the level first. I want to get Earthquake. I want AoE. Maybe I already have AoE. Restream on Billy. Dude, maybe. It would be so crazy to take like an 18-month sabbatical and then come back streaming in Mandarin. I think that might be the fucking play, man. Legendary bit. You think I'd be ostracized by the executive party members, the members of the executive governing body of the government of China, or do you think like it'd be chill? I don't really know what the climate's like over there. I think we need more single target damage. It's kind of expensive for sure. I like this. I can live with this. It'd be chill. Are they going to be mad at me because I'm from Vancouver and this is where we had the Huawei CFO under house arrest for like 3 years before she, I think, got acquitted? I can't remember. I remember the trial. I can't remember how it went, though. It's so funny to me, like, wait 1 second, no, we don't want to fuse yet. I'm thinking about, like, the last 10 years of, like, Hockey Night in Canada sponsors, and it went from, like, Molson Canadian to Huawei smartphones to, like, everything sponsored by, like, DraftKings and FanDuel now. It's, you can really chart, like, the I didn't say downfall, you're thinking downfall. I'm trying to find a word that doesn't mean downfall. Let's call it the progression of Western culture based on the ads for Hockey Night in Canada. Yeah, give me some single target damage here. By the way, big ups to the other lottery players in the Discord. Someone tripled their money in the lottery this weekend. I'm a little jealous because I want that for me too. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm happy for you as well. They made $3. They literally had a $5 ticket that won $15. If that's not tripling your money, then what is? It's actually a infinite investment because apparently their boss bought them a lottery ticket, which is a funny idea. But that's like, it's like in Box Office Game when a movie has zero budget. Like, it's infinite, man. We're definitely gonna win this time. Can we post our lottery guides? I'd love to know your lottery strats, man. I had a weird, I mean, obviously you know me. Like, winning the lottery is just like an everyday occurrence for me. But I had a big and weird win in the last 649 draw. I matched 2 numbers on extra, bro. That never happens. 2 numbers on extra? Kind of one of the, it was like a scoreigami for the lottery. I'm due for a jackpot though, it's been a couple months. Okay, this was the easiest boss of my life. All characters gain bonus leadership. Affects how many baby balls you have and how much damage they do. Yeah, I want a longer harvest clock. I said I want a longer clock. Did you hear what I said? +2 on the stream title. Can you repeat it for the YouTube users who don't know it? A lot of people might be watching this on YouTube in VOD format. Fuck you, YouTube. Stop saying. You're gonna get me in trouble. We want some of this. And then we want some of this right there. And then I'm the type of beast that could be persuaded to just do that and then launch it up. Speed is goated, by the way. Yeah, I would assume so. Dennis Hopper, don't miss. Did you see that? I am speed. That's fucking funny. I don't care who you are. Big ups to all the people who, by the way, there's dozens of them, that said, thank you, NL, for bringing those awesome Minecraft parodies to my attention. I've been blessed by having them stuck in my head all weekend. Ah! No, that's chill. Are you chill? I felt like you were almost constructed. No one said that? Lots of people said thank you for teaching me about Twi shorts on YouTube. Minecraft boat racing on ice. Diamonds and gold are what I mine. That's what I mine. Automatically chooses upgrades. You don't even have to play the game anymore. That's sick, man. It's a Mega Bonk character. Librarian, be real with me. What do you know about CZN? Is there any... even if it's a Gooner game, if it's good enough, I'll just become a Gooner. If the gameplay's 75% as good as Slay the Spire, fuck it, I'll jerk my dick. We still gotta wait until Slay the Spire 2 comes out. I shouldn't even be talking about gacha games. I'm gonna call the wrong game Gooner bait, and all of a sudden a bunch of Gooners are gonna get in my mentions. It's not Gooner bait. She's just, oh, so it's illegal to be hot? It's illegal to draw hot ladies that are naked now? For me to, yes, I jerk off to it. No, it's not porn. Disingenuous motherfuckers. It looks 20% as good as Slay the Spire. That would still make it like maybe the 5th best game ever made. That's still pretty good. You should get more balls early. I don't even, you're backseating the AI, young pup. I'm the co-agitator or whatever. I can't do this shit. I don't know why, he's just picking stuff. Favorite Slay the Spire card? That's interesting. I'd have to think about it, because I mean, favorite, does favorite mean most powerful, most fun to play? That, like, favorite, I would almost say is something that I'm like always happy to see, but then I sound boring as fuck saying like, oh, my favorite Slay the Spire card? Yeah, it's probably Shrug It Off. Yeah, 8 block and a draw. Gen Z boss and a mini. Gen Z boss and a mini. True, okay, True Grit is real as shit though. An upgraded True Grit would always go crazy. I do love Alchemize. Safety always off. Strike is always there for you. Yeah, dude. I don't know, people keep saying Strike is bad. Have they read the card? It literally does 6 damage. Is doing damage bad? No. So explain it to me. It doesn't make any sense. Get in behind. Get in that ass, Larry. I'd rather do 9 damage and draw 1. Well, you can do that. You can just have the relic where every time you play 10 attacks, aka 10 strikes, you then get to draw a card. You ever think about that? Bet not. Yeah, good choice. That's what I would have chosen, honestly. How much do you want to play Slay the Spire now? Well, 0% because there's no Gooner bait in it. Now, that doesn't mean that nobody's jerking off to it, because I think that would be naive, but I don't think there's any Gooner bait in it. There's probably Gooner mods for it. I'll look into this. Let me look into that. Late career pivot into becoming a Gooner? That could be interesting. Is this because of CZN? Well, listen, I'm gonna give it a chance, okay? I don't think there's anything unethical about playing Gooner Gacha as long as I only play as characters who are dressed in a chaste and austere fashion. Watch this, you land it right here, and then look at that. It's rattling around. I don't really want that one. Oh, okay. Whatever. The universe had a different plan, I suppose. The Chased Gooner. It's an interesting idea. I think they exist, man. The Leech Ball? I think that's what Gentleman Boners is all about. It's people who have like a weird hang-up about jerking off to like naked people that know they're being jerked off to, and instead they're like, I can only jerk off to photos from like the premiere of a movie that's happening where like the lady's wearing a dress. Like we've said it a million times, so it's not new content, but it is a really funny subset of dudes that exist. who... Yes, thank you for saying it's way weirder. I think it's 100 times weirder to... It's a little weirder to jerk off to photos of people... Well, no, okay, it's a lot weirder to jerk off to photos of people who don't think they're being jerked off to. They're just, like, at work. But it's amplified. The weirdness is amplified that somehow they've convinced themselves that what they're doing is, like, is good manners. And jerking off to pornography is, like, what savages do. As if, like, the enlightened Gooner jerks off to red carpet photos. Because it's classy. Bro, what do you mean this is gross? She's wearing Versace. She's wearing Versace, bro. It's an elegant dress that I'm gooning to right now. It's fucking gross, man. I gotta say, the AI is really fucking up on this one. They're really dropping the ball. We're going to die. I hope you're happy. Get in there! Get the ball, motherfucker! Run it back. It's easy enough. We can run that, but I don't care. Run it back. What about Meteorologist? Anyone else's granddad not speak Spanish but had like a Univision subscription just to gawk at Mexican meteorologists? Or is that just my grandpa? Telemundo, but yeah. No, sir. All my grandparents are dead. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, you know what? Honestly, do it while it lasts, because we're all going to be dead someday, and then you won't be able to pull that card anymore. Yeah, it's the same dude who would flush money down the toilet to say thank you for supporting a good bowel movement. And again, because the number one comment that always happens after that is people go, he must have been rich. And then that's where I go, you'd be surprised. Fuck you, YouTube. YouTube's okay, man. I didn't see much of TwitchCon. I felt very blessed that I got to tune in. Like, I went to the Twitch homepage to see who was live, and the homepage was playing TwitchCon, and it was Everything Now show, doing like a live improv show. And I went, what? Everything Now? And then it said, you have to be a follower here to type. And then I clicked the follow button, and it said, no hate speech. And I said, all right, just this once. And then I typed, Everything Now show, what? And then I clicked the unfollow button on the twitch.tv/Twitch, because I don't need, like, whatever else they're promoting every day to be, like, up on my follow bar or whatever, my directory. I wanted to show my support however I could. The chat was really annoying. Like, anytime they would make a joke, they'd be like, that's not funny. I'm like, it's literally, they're like one of 5 channels on this website that's actually trying to make people laugh. And then, they're like, that's not funny. This is like my middle school play. And I'm like, they just don't get it. It's underappreciated. Yeah, and then they're all talking about Twitch drama and inside jokes the whole time. As are some people in my chat, but like, you know, they think that they're different because they're here, but we all know. We all know. We see you. What's worse, trying to be serious but people laugh, or trying to be funny and people don't laugh? Again, this is not the most popular take. Trying to be funny, succeeding, but nobody laughing because they're waiting for someone else to start the first laugh is funny as fuck. If you tell a funny joke and people go, I'm not going to laugh at that, that's one of the funniest things that can happen. Because you know it's funny. The audience doesn't determine whether or not it's funny. They determine whether or not they laugh. It's funny if it's funny, you know? You're done. You're done, bud. You're done. You're done. Stop shaking. I've said it before, some audiences just have bad vibes, man. You put James Acaster up in front of a... at Kill Tony, he's probably gonna bomb. Well, I bet the set would be fucking sick, man. I bet the set would be sick. But they would be like, this guy's not funny. He's not even that ripped. He's not even jacked, man. What's going on? Beam build? AI is cooking with this one. I appreciate it. If I'm fat, do I have to be funny? No, but you have to be noteworthy. There's a lot of archetypes, because I researched this before I got the Peloton. I was thinking about which direction Western male. You could also become, you could wear a cowboy hat and become like very gregarious, but I don't think I have that in me. Like a Tom Arnold and Austin Powers phenotype. But I don't really think I have the personality for that, quite frankly. But it definitely works. I'm trying to think about what else. I don't know. That's about all I got. You could be the guy on r/menswear. They still want to kill that guy? They still want to kill the guy who keeps posting his insanely large fits for jury duty? He was on jury duty for like 6 months straight. They still want that guy dead? It's been a while. I'm too offline these days. That was a fetish, by the way? Nah, I'm sorry, Labubu, I don't believe you. I'm gonna stop living my life based on this could be a fetish for one person. I'm just gonna be out there, like, doing my thing. Can't stop people from jerking off to you anyway. I wouldn't want to. It's like the First Amendment or whatever. I'm gonna pull up receipts. I don't care if he had a humiliation fetish. I guess I also have a fetish for fucking looking at his fits and going, what the hell is Unk wearing? I guess it was a fetish for me too. We don't jerk off to you? Yeah, but some people are probably getting down and dirty like right now, while Ball X Pit is on in the background, which is fucking funny. That's a specific time in your life, though. I feel like that's like a third, fourth year of college thing, and you're just like, you never know when the moment's gonna strike. I'll put on some NL just to have some fun. Oh wait, we're fucking. I get it. I do wish you'd like at least turn it off though. Because what if I just started like beatboxing or something? Could easily throw you off your stroke, man. No, you fucking sick fucks are probably so in love that you would just bond over it. You'd be like, wasn't that funny? Not really. Not for me, for you maybe. Now I'm part of your fucking inside joke. And then, like, in 6 years, you're gonna fucking break up, and you're gonna be like, I can't watch this motherfucker anymore, because he reminds me of, like, the one that got away, and it's gonna be fucking tragic for my bottom line. But you didn't think of that, did you selfish motherfucker? You didn't think about the impact it would have on me when you lost the love of your life. No, of course not, because it's all about you. It's all about you. Isn't there someone you forgot to ask? What's your glasses prescription? I don't know, it's pretty bad. It's not great. I think for this, I should not be sending balls downhill. I should be shooting my balls as fast as I can, straight ahead. Because then we get the balls back faster and we can shoot more. If nobody laughs, a joke isn't funny. I would say false. I would say that's false. If I told the greatest joke of all time, but it was to a room full of people who had no vocal cords and thus could not laugh, that joke would still be the funniest joke of all time. The audience just has bad vibes. Get it twisted. There are things that are objectively funny. I will tell you what they are. Freeze ray bleed. Let's playing is so funny, man. People talk about the male loneliness epidemic like it's a modern phenomenon. How do you explain Let's Plays in like 2012, man? People were so lonely, they're like, I'd love to see... I'd love to see an insane person just play Castlevania 3 right now. That's right, that's Dracula's curse. God, I would give anything to watch somebody who's never played Metal Gear Solid 2 fucking suck at Metal Gear Solid 2 right now. That's the best Belmont? That's Trevor? There's a Trevor Belmont? Trevor seems like that's not a Belmont name, man. That's the Chibli bit. Honey, let's name the baby Trevor. No disrespect to the Trevors in chat, of course. Okay, now I think we gotta sneak some shots in there. I'm missing every single shot, man. Your balls are missing? Yeah, me when I go to get a hair transplant in Turkey and I wake up with an empty bag. No, they took my balls! They be taking my balls! Stop. Bro, land a fucking shot. Get yourself a fucking something, bud. Maybe I should just shoot straight at you because I have lasers. Yeah, that seems much better. The cogitator. Increase harvest clock by 2 seconds when part of a harvest? That seems pretty solid. He do be cogitating. Yeah. I don't know what cogitation is. Is that when you break up with your significant other, but you know, you're both on the lease still? I don't really understand it. Either way, on that though, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back, sorry. Sorry, it was pissing me off. Why the hell is my natural gas bill $91, man? Anyone know what we use natural gas for? Stove? 91. Maybe our house has natural gas heating. I don't know. I guess we have had the heater on a little bit. Seems expensive. I don't know how much natural gas costs, but a little pricey. Oh, your oven, your stove. Right. The dryer. I do be doing laundry. That's one of the things you gotta know about me. That's true. My mom was making a fuckload of soup. And you know, I mean, listen. You gotta bring that shit to a boil. For sure. But then they leave it on low for like 8 hours, man. Damn, I'm gonna have to invoice her. And she wasn't making normal soups necessarily, man. She was even making like chowders and stuff. That shit's gotta simmer forever. She owes me a lot of money. Shit, that $91 is just tip of the damn iceberg, man. Yeah, I will send her a Venmo request. Let's expand. Okay, so this is like fuck-ass corridor. And in fuck-ass corridor, everything that's already built goes up there. Welcome to fuck-ass corridor. Same to you guys. You guys are moving up there too. Now I've done it. Now I don't want to expand. I want to rearrange. I clicked on the expand button, so I'm gonna say that's my fault. Okay, welcome to fuck-ass corridor. And then I also why don't we take some time to upgrade some buildings, man? 40 wheat? Are you flicking me? Can't you see what buildings are upgradable? It's that simple. You don't have enough resources to do this. Cool. That's cool. My reaction to that is MRW. That's cool. We're not gonna be able to hit that one at the back, huh? My reaction when the Papa Dough hits my account. Now we're talking. I don't want to brag. I know it's hard to talk about this kind of stuff in the modern day climate. I did get some fucking Papa Dough this weekend. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. And then I posted the screenshot in the Discord and I said, my reaction when the Papa Dough hits my wallet. Ooh. What is Papa Dough? Papa Dough is the cash back you get when you buy Papa John's on the Papa John's website. Okay, you're getting the fuck-ass corridor, bro. It's the only paycheck you're getting for a while. I have this story, but I'm not sure if I'm willing to tell it. It's too vulnerable. I'm gonna tell it because it's fucking funny. One of the Twitch checks I've been waiting for finally arrived because Canada Post has switched from an all-out strike to a rolling strike. So now, like, a couple of days a week, we get a bunch of mail delivered that theoretically, I'm not gonna say should have, like I'm condemning the postal workers, but like was mailed a long time ago and now is finally arriving. So I said, yay! And then I went to the bank to cash it. And I popped my debit card into the machine, and it said, enter your PIN. And I went, beep, beep, boop, beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, boop. And then it went, this card is expired. And I went, what? And I looked at the back of it, and that shit did expire, man. So now I gotta go. I thought I was waiting for the checks, but actually now I'm waiting for my replacement debit card. I gotta go to the bank and be like, can you please deposit this? Also, can you send me a new card? Did they not mail you a new one? Are you sitting down, buddy? Because get ready. We've had some disruptions in the mail service lately. So I'm gonna take matters into my own hands and I am going to go to the bank and I'm going to say, can you please give me a card? And they're probably going to say, we'll send it in the mail. But at least, I don't know if they have the debit card printer in there. I'd like it if they did, though. Why didn't you just get it at the bank that day? Well, it was a Saturday, and then also, I don't know if you guys live in this world, but like 1 in 10 banks actually has tellers now. The rest of them is a welcome desk where one person sits on their phone all day and then like 8 ATMs and a bunch of people in offices having meetings. There's no, yeah, the rest is, it's all pens, bro. We got a serious surplus of pens and not enough tellers. As a new homeowner, I'm not prepared for my property tax to be sent in short bursts in the middle of the year. Property tax is funny, because, like, it's, in Vancouver, it's not bad. Like, the property tax is pretty cheap, percentage-wise. But they do it 2 times a year, and you'd be like, oh, okay, so they probably, like, split it up by 6 months. Nah, man. Like, one of them's February, one of them's July. It's almost like they did it in 5 months, just to, maybe, there's probably a good reason for it. Maybe to, like, avoid income tax season and avoid the holidays or something like that, but anyway. Is that not 6 months? What month is July, numerically? What month is February, numerically? And what's July minus February? And what's half of 12? And then add 1 to that, and you got 6, 7. Exactly. You figured it out. Sorry, I didn't read about this fella. Balls always pierce until they hit a wall. I'm going back to Boneyard. To Boneyard Enjoyer. Do they not come out of escrow in Canada? I don't know what that means, to be honest with you. Escrow. I know what escrow is. Escrow is when you make a major purchase, everybody wants their pound of flesh. So instead of just being like, trust me, I'm good for the money, you have to give it to a bunch of lawyers first to make sure your money's good here. And then in like a year, they give the money to the person that they were supposed to give the money to in the first place. We do that for property tax too? So you pay the money into the escrow, and then later in the year, they're like, thanks for that money? I don't know, man. Oh, it's baked into the mortgage. I see what you're saying. Honestly, might be a preferable system. I don't know. Because here it's kind of annoying. You get your property tax form, and then you're like, I'm gonna go pay it. And then you go online, and it's like, please enter your folio number and your access code, and you're like, oh, fuck, here we go. It's not that big of a deal. It's part of being a grown-up, I guess. I'm gonna stop complaining. Youch. And you gotta claim your homeowner grant? You're telling me. You're telling me, man. They're always asking you some nosy-ass questions. They're always asking you, do you live here? And you gotta be like, yeah. And then they're like, prove it. And you're like, check it out. Here's a piece of mail. And they're like, all right, see you next year. It's not really that bad. And they don't even fix the slide. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to fucking talk about it. There's nothing else to talk about. The thing that pisses me off is people come to chat for the first time in a month and they'll say something like, the slide's not fixed yet? No, bro, didn't you watch the librarian compilation? They're not going to fix it. They're going to fix it in 12 years when these parks are like newly prioritized in capital allotment plans or whatever, capital allocation plans. It's not going to happen. It's not on the list for them. They threw the list in the garbage. Have you ever met NL IRL? You talking to me? I meet him 5 times a week, man, around 8:59 a.m. Except on Wednesdays, I'm often a little late, but... $8:59 is insane cope. Kronos, you didn't get the joke. I'm saying that I meet the character known as Northern Lion 1 minute before the stream starts. I'm not saying the stream starts. You're on the first order bit. I'm saying I become possessed by the spirit of Northern Lion right before the stream starts. This is why we gotta get you guys off a live stream fail, man. You think everything is like meta comment? Let's try this one out. You think everything is meta commentary like about the stream? Most of it's just it's about life, man. Most of it's about life. Like I think it's fucking real for Jordan to complain about the Home Depot website saying that the shit is in store, but then in the store it's not in store, so he goes and talks to a clerk, and then the clerk goes, yeah, we have it, but we can't give it to you. The only way you can get it is by buying it online and then doing in-store pickup. And then he says, how long will that take? And they say it's usually ready in about an hour or two, and then you gotta be like, but I'm here right now. That's the type of shit we should be talking about, man. Or we should be talking about how I wanted to get lunch on Friday, but I couldn't get lunch at the spot I wanted to get lunch at because the BC General Employees Union is on strike, so all the strikers drove their car into the parking lot and clogged up all the parking spots. And I said, that's good, that's solidarity, but I'm very hungry. And then I said, what's the closest restaurant? And my phone went, McDonald's, and I said, that's on the BDS list! It's so hard to eat lunch when you're woke, man. There's either no parking because the workers are striking, or that you're going to a restaurant that's on the BDS list. We don't have any evolutions, man. I'd like an Iron Wraith ball, I think. Berry bushes are free, bro. Damn, I never even thought of just picking some berries off a berry bush. I never thought about it. Foraging autumn. You should try being me. I'm woke and I have allergies. Damn, that's real. I was talking about it with Kate, because you know, the kids these days, and I'm not saying that it's bad. Kids these days have a lot of dietary restrictions. And I think it's... I hate when people... And even like Mike Birbiglia did a joke like this once, and I was like, rare Mike Birbiglia L. That he was like eating peanuts on an airplane, and the lady next to him was like, I'm allergic to peanuts, and he was like, well, that sucks for you. I'll stop eating the food that kills you if I'm sitting next to you. I'll be hungry for a couple of hours. I can live with that. So I think it's probably good that we have a better awareness of like allergies and stuff like that. But it got me thinking of like what the actual worst food allergy to have would be. And here's, I might be wrong because I don't have any serious food allergies, at least. I was thinking it's eggs, man. Because at least like, obviously, peanuts, the allergy can be really serious. But eggs are, like, hidden. With peanuts, not always, but I think oftentimes you would be like, oh, there must be peanuts in this thing. I'm not gonna eat it. But with eggs, you have to, like, you have to roll the dice, right? Because eggs are hidden in so many things. Gotta be gluten? I was talking about, like, real ones, though. Like, real allergies. Boo, boo. I'm joking. Bro, it's a real thing. Yeah, I know. And you probably have it. But not all of you. And that's okay, you can still eat like that if you want. It's all good either way. It's no skin off my scrub. I'll make you a low gluten pho from the noodle hole or whatever. I'm dead. Probably deserved. Let's run it back. What about water? Well, like, listen. I know, I don't mean to damn you with this, but I was talking about, like, this isn't like a discussion in the 6th grade. I'm talking about, like, in real life. Yeah, water would be a really bad allergy to have. Because you need it to live. So that's obvious, but I'm not... It's not like, you know, oh, what would be the worst weather phenomenon to happen? Would you rather be in an earthquake or a tornado? Oh, I would rather not be directly struck by a nuclear bomb. Like, it has that kind of energy. I'm talking about, like, shit that is likely to happen. At worst, you're probably going to be in the blast radius, unless you're like actively working on like a target with strategic value. Most of us would just be caught in either like the burst of radiation that would happen after the bomb exploded. Sure, I'll take aerial effect. Gluten because it makes you annoying. Blind Salamander, I'm coming around on Blind Salamander. I don't think it makes you annoying to have a gluten intolerance. I think that's a little crazy. However, I don't know. I don't have anything to go with on that one. Just finish the bit yourself, I guess. Give me an iron ball, too. It makes you soft? I doubt it. Bread's pretty bad for you. I love eating it, though. I don't think it's that bad for you. I'm arguing with myself. This is gluten-tolerant Norman Osborn arguing with the celiac Green Goblin in the mirror. It's a great bit to be annoyed by someone's health concern. I mean... Are you a millennial? Can I ask you something? You've got Pajiba comment vibes here. I'd love to watch this week's episode of Saturday Night Live, but I've spent all day in bed because of the news lately. I like Pajiba, by the way. I'm just saying. The reason I like it is because I think that I'm also a millennial. So I'm like, oh my god, this is my people. Fire and lightning, maybe? Can you make the me when fajitas are sizzling? Can you make the me when fajitas are sizzling? Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking I can. He doesn't know? Did I text someone seeing if I'm lying about not being on social media? I don't know what that means. Can you make the me when the fajitas are sizzling? Yes, you texted. This is why you need me. Chibli, I've been saying that. I actually think it's important. As I think I've actually gotten a little bit too offline, which, if I may, is good, I think. I think it's good to not be that online. But, much to my surprise, it has had a mildly deleterious effect at my ability to interact with some people who consider, they treat social media like it's a prescription, like, oh, well, yeah, you got off of Twitter, but, like, you've been watching your reels, right? You gotta watch your reels, and I haven't been watching any of that shit. So I need someone like you that is, like, you are, like, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire from Spider-Man 2, stopping the New York subway train from, like, going off the break in the tracks after Dr. Octopus severed the line. And you're holding back the torrent of bullshit, but you're also letting a couple sneak in where you could go, you've got to see this. You're like my Criterion collection for social media. I want you to give me 1 to 2 cool things a week that help me stay a part of the discourse without me having to see like the fire hose of the biggest morons on the planet weighing in on like international affairs. Oh, the dude with a PhD from the School of Hard Knocks wants to talk about foreign policy. I've been bored for 15 seconds. Sure, let me see. Let me see what the world's biggest idiots are saying about serious shit right now. That's how I treat you? Well, the librarian is kind of like the Northern Lion filter. I accept that. The axe is synergistic with his character. Thank you for saving me. I didn't even read it, but thank you. Imagine thinking that's all X is. That's X excluded. I mean, that's the world's public square. I was talking about the bad social media networks. Not X, which is at this point is like a public utility, right? Isn't it a bank now? It's a bank now. Something, or maybe I got it confused with Mr. Beast Burger. Ouch. Balls deal more damage after hitting the back, but otherwise damage is reduced. Okay, well, hit the back. Hit the back, bro. mean, that one's gonna be doing a lot of damage if it ever makes it. Oh! It fucking worked. I would like to shoot you with a bomb. There it is. Bomb. Explodes when hitting an enemy. In ball X pit, in ball X pit. Yes, yes, yes. It was a Mike Glandon style insult. Passes through enemies, makes it hit the back of the board faster. That's very important. And then pick up all this shit. Look at my shit. About all I got. How you doing, Chibli? Chibli, I already told my audience. I apologize yesterday. I didn't know you were sponsored when I said Battlefield Sex presented by G-Spot now. I guess I should have looked at some context clues. I will say I was complaining because there's noted Chibli viewers in my Discord. They were like, "Whoa, Chibli's having a great time with Q Up, but why isn't he playing Goblin Sushi?" And then I said, he's not playing Goblin Sushi, but he's going to play Battlefield 6. That pisses me off. Don't tell him. But then I realized the Battlefield 6 was sponsored, and I said, forget I said that. Forget I said that part. It's that simple. I have bomb and nuclear bomb. Guys, I created a nuclear bomb. Is this good? It really doesn't seem all that good. I gotta watch out for the radiation cloud, though. Yeah, I'm starting to think the coughing baby might stand a chance. I don't know, the cloud's getting pretty big. It also seems like it might be crazy against the boss. Why are you not dead, bro? Wait, some support items can be evolved too? You think about everything, don't you? Bad with the axe, but still good. Okay, okay. Take your word for it. Lightning and ice work well together, I think. I can't remember. There are characters that thrive with bombs. Guy who can't stop talking about Team Fortress 2 in 2025. Yeah, like the demo man. The demo man does really well with bombs. That's a melee class? Yeah, if you have the... What's the sword called? I can't remember. The Islander. Isn't this just Survivor slot? Yeah, kind of. It's pretty fun, though. It goes hard when you don't know what else to play, too. We should get some multiplayer stuff going this week, though. Unfortunately, it's just a waiting room until Chaos Zone Nightmare comes out. Yeah, I'm not going to be playing Escape from Duck Off, and I'll tell you why. Dan played it, and then said, I played it so you don't have to. He literally hit me with the Nostalgia Critic review of it. Then I looked on Steam, and the reviews are, like, overwhelmingly positive. Which is interesting. But I still just don't... I don't see myself playing a game called Escape from Duck Off. I just don't see it happening. Dan thought it was multiplayer. Until you said that, I thought it was multiplayer, too, to be honest with you. He played for 2 minutes, and then stopped. All right, that's funny. Yeah, it's gotta be Magic Pussy 3. Ghibli, I don't even know if you're still here. I know we were talking about we were gonna do a Magic Pussy 3 blind playthrough. I don't think we can do it, man, because it's a prequel. I think we gotta start with Magic Pussy, like, 1 and 2 in order to understand the references they're doing in Magic Pussy 3. There's also a great review of Magic Pussy 3 that said, I got sad that there's no girls like this in real life, so then I played the game again. It's an insanely funny review. And also, can I say, very funny thing to be sad about? I'm so old. You don't look so hot. Are you feeling okay? No, I'm sad, bro. I'm sad. Oh, what are you sad about? There's no big-titted witches in my area that as soon as I meet them, I don't even, like, talk to them or whatever. They just grab and start yanking on my penis. I'm sad because that doesn't exist. Melancholy Gooner. Bro, you're in a world of hurt. You're already dead. This is the easiest game ever made. Bloop. A game breakler. This is your king? Really? Skeletons? I love saying, is this your king, when I beat someone in fantasy football. It hasn't happened in a while, though. Unfortunately. I'm gonna